Me na me portfolio credit go say tailor ni be na pema atale ni ma stone boy.
Tailor ni boy.
Aja atale no soro do.
Etinita na woni aja na hwe na sa.
Da bi na me hwe de ekoso ho. On say me tie na portfolio yo bo me off camera no yo me say ni pe go bebli bi ni ade na ade.
Saturday, the Rapperholic event for UK. Any Stone Boy event or year Volta region. A camera say a creative serious impact on the creatives. Na because a Ghana phone so I support you massively. Osha crowd in a good two shows in Suna. And yet as some kitwa. I'm starting through. So when you are
we was share crowd no anymore no. Na me. O say we share stage anymore. Portfolio kwa ya me say police phone about home by me who police in bia. This ama first of all if you say Sakode UK show no yen. Why are there? Okay. And we share modern boy any Jumo ye with people ever supporting to me. If we say was selling Ghana to the world, even calling for that O2 arena for next year, and quite a big problem for them. Yes. And I know say was selling the Ghana for any other people around the world that they want to see Sakode next year. Ghana caught 70 years, right? So definitely, I'm here at the moment. We are fellow on them, and I wish him good luck. In the impact by Techi, Manako. Let me thank Ghanaians too. I think you're quite him because, sister. So we event organizer. Near catch or say, sorry, the guys are show when you need 5,000. I'll prefer to take some water.
Okay, you take some water. I will say, I'm going to Fakye show you media. I show Komo. You stream live on Facebook and YouTube. And so now I'm wrong. Now I'm going to let. I'm going to enjoy a letter.
Next time, I can so beautiful be a tire. I brought soon to my norm.
Oh, you okay?
I'm gonna need that.
But when you say about so conform me. Conform me conform.
Only soft be on when any member. Now on any PUBG call no I Ruth will be a kiss.
Me say soft papa. Malam papa. Conform papa. Oh, can soft boot.
Aha. Yeah. Okay, I'm going come on.
Me that's if I am going straight. If you say Ghanaians yeah there.
Okay.
By supporting our own. We share Sakode the show the support that we give. Things say or call it for O2 Arena and Abeboa. And for the first time, let me thank Stone Boy.
Okay.
For showing that love to my people in Volta region. Richie, so we share Volta region. You krum. Now what me call ne feel so say that very day I'm share video, me share live.
Okay. On
TikTok. Now me boy someone should record. I was talking like I'm say Stone Boy attire no song. And I'm trying to hear Michael Jackson way. And I was saying all those things, but to be honest with you, you bought that man, you bought that free. I think why are they? Maybe.
Oh yeah. Hey, you know go come. Hey. What? What? So far you say that I confirm you say that I not gonna. What's here?
Let the intro. It's time.
No, but it's a fact. It's a fact. If say Shatawale Bush show, let me huni pasia. This time, I will never see so anyadi. Let's face reality. In times Stone Boy, you never been a member no, but show we there to go back home.
And it's a paid event.
Yes. So, no, scan put in front of change. Sister, we talk show but to go back home and have people like this in the Charlie, for the first time.
Kaish.
I'm salute to Stoneboy. Why are they? I don't just say money. I mean, I need to lie. Push out our statement here. By no, you can't do man once. Why? Oh, let's face reality.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm coming from the white yellow. Says Shatawale the coast stage. And then we would say, yeah, that's salute you. So, I'm sure a gun in our coast here. I'll salute you, but or yeah, one and nine, yeah.
And I also about that day. Put the mini penny.
Now, una my dear friend Bonnie, a Boston boy. A Boston boy, the only my dear friend Bonnie.
What you do?
I mean, can't say more. Mrs. Energy, 2026, infant queen.
But I like when I see Caroline, me in
fact, stage no, I have better free a form one. Stage now, Abon. Oh, Kobia, can I have better free from one?
Your birthday stage, you know. Forward, balcony.
Also, I didn't also the other woman.
Let's just your birthday stage, the shut all the birthday stage. Stage where I'm on with it. Drone, that's what the
cry ever crack out or want to say anything.
If one
response.
A response. Desire can't say. Me multi.
Well,
F1 it's the same.
You see, area say ultimate year Juma Drew baby. Na omudwa no. Enye say omo kanfo because say omo person kanfo but omo ni option. Inti was all mujitum. And adewe unhia crass all the old now see be ye show when you say na Stoneboy show we share a betos. And I'm glad say de bia meka say oti ho na ensema amanfo ka e fa Stoneboy nani bra bre say de bia obetu kwan obenya exposure oberewura baabia Ghana artists bebre entimi wura esan ebi wo ho akokodro omunya esan ebi wo ho bia ahosepe ne zeal bia omunya omuntimi enya na onya sa zeal no di wura baabi platform festivals wa bo wiase afanan bebre ne ade no Sam fasode na ya na Stoneboy na binti asese na osori na otutu kwan en fasode ne ba ko enie enne se otu kwan bebre ohun enuama ohun world standard eti tambia no na dwemipo ne se ye onuama bebre ye ti ha first ne ati ha ne ehun se abrofo yi ya stages bebre o mugina so enye se but yenya sa akokodro no enye bi wo ha show Stoneboy here every year we Ghana ha the kind of setup and the quality of people or the production and and most of these artists if we have go other places in the continent or international show no
okay
imagine the kind of being first year or fly artists from every walk of the continent ever this is some of the stages artists need to bring to kwanko jina so ba omo de betwa mpo ase stage bi amako jina so bia jina so da makobo international show we e no person this standard ne ba e hona no ya and there will me say ade mami bu ne mo ne say ama unim say artists bebre do stage bia ye wo regime bia ne ebu a omo de mamu nipa o me catch you artists bi ebetimi akwa akra so okwa kokoye show sebi manu sisimi na so akra de omo na e capital sebi omuni pae overly exposed and bougie and classy into ho de ontimi nkoye bibia basabasa into okwa bon se ni investment na me ade de nyina ode awuram I was a stage near standard I was a VIP no mo sheda penkonya bi because oye na kra Masati siya mbeye koye show we ya bi o different region na kwa hwe Nyoma mona bi omo be. In fact, ono kra oba obeka say, me be show kuma say event organizer opese oye show no. Organize the show no na membra me bona me mfa me din to so. Sada bebre ye. Artist ni bebre say nya kra. E no omo ye show a. Stage basa. VIP seating arrangement basa. Publicity basa. Encrophobia or the ombabe show ne basa. Because enya kra. Inti odi eja stage no mu de mumbo bia so we de enya kranti but she Stonebwoy sabi entertainment regions in Ghana kra no anka ho kra ye ka omunya baby kra ngina baby sao how many even artists have they produced but ebu onya artist every single person bia or matter to the brand obuna sa stage way based in how even stage what they call no based in how many production houses and as artists are able to do this same thing crowd but one can say ho na make up which to him he may think say a lesser of a region the same level of energy the same level of investment the same level of resources the quality of production team the promotion zeal to set the obey international show the same level na and respect na and odema oma okoyama mo Volta no it is only artist or jini say I didn't know uncle fa Stonebwoy stage bia ojina subia ne ade a oyo bia audition mano that is how differently he moves from any other artist. Stone, wa only na ye adwuma da na promoter bi obukuni say oni ma de a friend small show any big show. Se show no, o de se Stonebwoy say o charge 50 billion. Na say o say okay, wo show no so be tia 10,000 Ghana cedis obeba. Obeba be perform to set the uti the 50 billion na because it is not even about the booking fee.
Okay.
But every platform bi ojina bia no, o believe say I can win a new fan or a new follower from the energy I give. It's said there obi bookino for ebia 500 million $500 million so the mami exaggerating. Set level of energy out the better performing. Sounds no obi also obi free show cry man no the same level of energy. And your friend artistry. And say artist we invest on you. And now you Ghana ni now we turn we the net champoa omre oma adwuma na yefoma because adansi die bebre enti na TGM a Ghana Music Awards entimi njai entimi ntine hu jai die enti na Ghana Music Awards timi njai every time bia Ghana Music Awards ye be organize ya wie bia no instead so mo manji award ne be trend no na Stonebwoy performance e trend die enti a obusa VGM for na ombeka cho say eba ne performance oye involved chenka Ghana Music Awards mo na ma contract Stonebwoy so ombe perform and so opeso hu okay ma hu odin to say bia Ghana Music Awards mo budget cry mo dey performance ni na 100,000 Ghana cedis and a mo dey Stonebwoy e dey any production cost but because of joining the craft mo intino ono nka say you ni bottom scale the support scheme no say me production ni say because Ghanaians that made me Stonebwoy come to watch me and I have to give them the value for money.
Okay.
Until this year, Ghana Music Awards for I can say on one kasa. So last year Ghana Music Awards now be able in same no. On one kasa you bottom ska. Esa the support say mun build this setting in such a way say e be share obaye no. You say Ghana Music Awards Stonebwoy last year is one of the best and monyam na ono ko betimi agema no no. O say scheme lady ni hu twitwi bi. That is who Stonebwoy Stonebwoy represents and who he is as an artist.
Okay.
It's where are you? The torture experience, no. To say cry the matisse or the call region by region. Okay. And Chiambesa announce the next region. What they say. And also our special bond with the people. If there's any artist, what you not doing say? At least memo bia I could find a meaning of at least one ever word in most of the song bia metu bia Stonebwoy at least make I last time a manoji Nenyum be manoji wo. Na all perform instant wa na room ho obie ye breakdown. Kwan a ofo so eji culture ne che the last time I performing Ghana Music Awards kwan a ofo so de culture troupe ne bae ode na chi eba stage meaning will be BM ade bi o ye bia we creative intention or wadwempo or the territory enti so oba na so oye symbol bi a owia creative directors never try akire wa say dientia oye we dientia ode ahyensude we by dientia ema na ode omo by no omo ye say dientia poem wo kan ni nyina is to break down enti Stonebwoy performer on performing as an entertainer or performing as a lecturer. The performance beyond entertainment now lectures come come on culture and heritage or more excellence or select quality. What I say, if you have all this package in one person, what time today? It's the be America say Sabranti we your nyoma bebre wo ho a we introduce to music industry ni ma senyo no a anka will be used to mediocre anka ye mami bisa no be ye dedodo senyo stone na anka mami bisa nyoma bu ha na e fa ne normal na enye normal because well standard and ni shows we your platform bi wo ho a brochire ni ade a there are certain shows live shows omuntimi mo no platform because mu production standard e wo form. But shows as Stonebwoy ye. And no na MTV base. And no na foreign platform they share. Omo share quality of production. Omo betimi abo. Okoni e Bob Marley mu shows. Your TV stations be bro mu yi videos a. Ebo anye music videos omo bo live performances in. Wow. Into that meeting na ho na share Bob Marley feel one in one. And no you have to have a particular standard to be able to be classified and vetted say eligible see in your platform so. Why na na MIS ha brag ni bi. Stonebwoy was a nyoma bebre wo industry nim adebia on your mfantu ne ho but adwuma no be kasa adwuma na e kasa no eno na ama dansidie afri ayi brai ho abaya ene de oye ho hwe ni. This is what we are saying say it's long overdue say obe kasa uye show na on gene experience ozo bu ho a o show a o don't take it to your sound. Say comfort very na mona mo very enjoy now mo debi cause Stonebwoy show ne ko hwe regular for crowd sitting arrangement meeting media for the way be treat you even underground artists on be performing before or no ko ne ko treatment e de mom underground artists be perform on Stonebwoy stage be ko ne ko bisa the kind of treatment e de mom every process of his show piano was smell excellence. How often do you say Stonebwoy show sponsored by why sponsored by because ubusa most of the artists didn't know yentimi nyewe didn't know sponsors in mayo sponsors in my no you better now complain here and no person be because you are complaining sponsors no mbeba ankomaba but uni bottoms ka here na chia omobeba he is moving with that sponsors every year he moves. Last year, Royal, last 2 years, all performance show. Davido private jet, so private jet is so another Davido performing. On chain Emma investor being banned, send a statement of person or Emma Ghana or no one can say independently. This shows an artist are already so be moving Ghana to the sea. Now the first Grammy win, I found so bad. A date of hard work, and yes, industry ne so a darling. Or ye bibi say na so achieving here born abaso amuso or industry darling obi ye adwuma say ne born abaso e na industry no ama na darling nti industry no e na packaging is where packaging for ye be
do a little about Sakodi na refin
ken sak
ai
o say minim say be e touch on wow ken sak de ade ba ko aya na me ya I know so metade bonus so boss why you so much for African music space now because on so a tolobia on farm on documenting ti yo abakosem bebria ya yo African music space ma ye year fan the con home because on documenting most of the things that he has done.
Okay,
there's Kinsak aye as an independent artist obian so na sene in the game our Africa mu no eno na last year na make say almost sa achievements na why ni nyina no African artists are yedi betwa ne mpoa bia no say wetimi aye sa de ne bia na label na so na se okay but why as an independent artist and I know for the first time say akode say be a man for the kind or there or more industry but the only thing amount for was say oh have you ever heard say akode complain about the obdia in industry no and no say more no so aha no because say your achievement be on the first African artist oh yeah but because say one documenting Omojima Bena Boy and that was the first time I met say akode complain he said he has done something Africa on the first part you're documenting him a Bena Boy and that is where I want him to focus on say if you know piano now he should rub it in the faces of because now no look yeah but Afrobeat artists there top our Africa hano ebi ede Nigeria for na bebe me dey emfa top 5 Nigeria for ebi omo top 3 ni beba legends no ebi onkra maybe a Bena Boy Davido Whiskey na Tanzania for the Diamond Platinum abewrem na ebi kra rema kra me aseke de so me nkra sa league no ono ne the only person na oya rapper ye bo Afrobeat history o say rem Afrobeat o ye wade bi wa on na ya obia nya bi Africa ha over Davido Whiskey ni ade sa Indigo the first Afrobeat artist of Philly Indigo so ye jiba Bena Boy the first rapper OJ best African best international flow first time we are seeing this award ne buy on it me independent artist what I say and whoever gave Sarkodie the landlord title really knew because oya dey industry no or say position bia like I was so move na inspired the youth no because whether we like it or yes most of musicians omo blow years say omo ye new case ayeso so omo so no bu so omo say why nyom na omo to pa when they were in secondary school doing entertainment okay ubu satena 8 will obviously say Sarkodie and it is not easy say oba game nim oba beto pioneers only pioneers ni bi every man omo retire and na only UPS onam fofo nso wrem and na sa UPS no be outstanding. Oh, time I want new PS no air running now here outstanding no. Now we inspire new generation. That new generation no, if you so false so I inspire be blow up to a game him still na who on top. That new generation e be as twem akoda oda sujinem. And no one can say a story on his own. And see whether you dislike Sarkodie or near maybe or any, if not for anything at all, the growth process is the most inspiring in the music industry because Sarkodie growth no. I'ma show. Is the growth for a what when you so Sarkodie's growth no obia to make us from stage 1 to stage 2 to stage 3 I say when you and everyone knows and is involved and invested in the success story so much say obia the growth inspirational Sarkodie because you can see his stage 1 to stage 1.5 to stage 2 to stage 2.5 sad to where he has become at this point in time it was not even about say on to but on one case there is one thing so nipa wo so ye free be SWOT analysis nipa se wo to anamon bia SWOT say show strength show weakness na show opportunities na show threats enti na broni I twa so one SWOT enti who take a decision bia and I've seen say one of musician na oye bibia o sana satamani pressure ne say Sarkodie baby we drew no ye onyo mebu a o say wo ye no na ye the timing and a pressure no. In fact, pressure ne ba ne swam at a point in time they can say, "Who cry also yella." But say na on also the timing say, "Look, I'm not falling for your pressure. Me want me timing am DBB." Everything he said and anything as ne son ni after me say is making sense. Okay. Because ebi asadi or 10 some years ago and ka ebi anko flop ma yes I di twanempoa. But at the point in time on no introspection who say it's about that time he's moving. And we'll move here to the extent said a year ahead. No him say Ghana at 70. Ghana be here something iconic. Okay. And let me do the biggest stage I'm Nigeria for the try and pour over the Asake Badabe. And so Asake Philly O2, Yakasa near the Trasake Poa, no ID. As a rapper, Afrobeat abe kele hip hop ewo Africa. Inti Afrobeat na ne yeto. Inti it was not easy to sell hip hop as that time. Inti it was easy for any Afrobeat person obenya bars bia to fill these venues. But as a rapper, the effort Afrobeat need be no. You have to put in times 10 to be able to establish that. And nothing wants a timing. And one thing is I was a Matthias say. I'm only say your horse be 10,000. But any PR, I did be American about Sakode brand intentionality. Your horse be failure iconic. So it's not even about the capacity crana. No was so much PR. Any significance be Obi at that night now, Kasako de betimi feel more capacity than the Royal Albert Hall. But Royal Albert Hall no was certain significance. So it's not even about the capacity. It's about the significance. Into your O2 Indigo, 1,500 to 2,000. And so Obi Kofele 5,000 or baby. You rate O2 Indigo, feeling 2,000 O2 Indigo over sudden because the facility has so much PR around it. So even choosing the Royal Albert Hall, I know some Kobetimiya even will be at 10,000. But because Royal Albert Hall has PR, strategically they chose that. And that is what we talk about, brand positioning and intentionality. And so of course, Sarkodie Provise, whoever gave him the landlord title, of course, there couldn't have been any better title than landlord. Into a making big statement. So we are proud of him.
Thank you. That's Antoa. Family too.
All right. Sarkodie. My name is Free Sarkodie. So we are na makakoto for Stone Boy. Sarkodie from 2009. Eba Babidru 2026. Our this iconic statement. I think one of the things me asheni ni maache.
Okay.
Even or one person all by it to me ono na do rap ne rap battle and I say rap breakdown it because we be brought for our kan enwumu no nipa na deep chance akode o country. So say akode abre with yan kasa say ye di ne local language no no from the early stage or start say oba. So on do baby and I a rapper but not so ye intentional about the oye. So akode na ne manager jai jumaye yante we twi koka on a down close in the year 2011. I would say as yes patrol about 2000 now na down close entertainment also massive drew till this time. But now per se me ko apane so tiase yam betting who they do say you sa me ka say Sarkodie is high timer say oma medical capency on university ni nsuano.
Okay.
Like onye that thing how osifa rap how osifa penetrate oba has an summit today to me and dinkomo bebre. But it has been something I'm making because I see how intentional he is. A man here for ma ejuma na to say the emre but ejuma na enyam so o tie na nyom 2017 ewo highest song no ebra me catch Kwame say me the Ghana bedu baby glory yeah. Enumpono no onyan drew ha baby no. Na that time between 2009 to 2017. So like Osha that time ni mu na wo ba na na straight ni say oh yeah rapper dey for English rapping ne manifest one person here didn't compare yes it manifest near the flow kina betwa ne mpoa near be still this person has been there watena ho wagina ho waye ejuma makoma ba ene fine manifest you good but young fanning compare Sarkodie ntikwa no who say manifest ye ejuma flow kina kwche London en ka Sarkodie enye issues here na ewo en kebra Sarkodie okra betumi de na to bill no say oh yo okrom na ma ba London bra ne be bibi but that comparison ne sign niema no kra ma flow kin crying to me and friend or may can we about busy say only be a day Bible cracker whatever thing that you are doing Ecclesiastes and I say Colossians no need nebu about do it with all your might but do it all your heart Colossians yes so like Sarkodie idea or yes or be no from that time now on who ne ho say me met me away and what short Twitter 13 years ago the wife of Kwane be highlighted
okay
I catch and say it took him 13 years time for him to do whatever thing away. It is Sarkodie Albert Hall, Royal Albert Hall. That takes like 5,960. So ODBB account for 6,000 people and a bit to me about fairly hono. And a wako aqua this statement. enkofo okobo show ma omo enye Ghana for say ye holiday e ma ye kro no enye holiday ma UK for
of course
entimi enfa na say bia oh enipa beko obi ono ma at that time or night or would say or ye juma but because the Saturday announcing in January no ye na doing so beko no or ye then wetumi aye ne shift ho adwuma ye hwa de London for ye tikru mu a ye ka say upe obi ani timu odin ondidi ne sika thank you and for him to change that narrative amen ni nuanom aka Stone Boy and Shatwale person muzuko ye show London no it takes you says Saturday aye waye pay setter waye bibi wasisa game nim ena adana me kacha say ade obeye okumase no ye esi kumase for yenko event a typical London boy obi ofiri kumase a obese simisika ho or the beba Ghana ababeyem enti se sakodi etumi akwa menkofo atwa 150 pounds 200 pounds 400 pounds ama makwa yeshu ama de ebe yikrampo no next year de no golden ticket na sound
wow
waton enu awie
wow
that's the VVIP no waton enu awie meboa waton awie enti say catch us say sakode de onye just anybody say bia me decide in my year and on train so be me so nimu but me here is my worry say ejuma woye eyefe ebia wetwa otu arena na wie now despite when you Scarborough so me I don't want to go into be politics for say government in there because on better say be MPP in TN person they supporting no but we are there why we no and okuje to black when na you know say diplomatic passport no je no he deserves it ebe yi aye ka obi a wa fele Royal Alberto isa akode ono a yes wa ma Rocky da wini wa ma nko 45 EB sa akode de na oje no like he deserves it yen yi politics in free chain say or MPP ni na to asola no but ade na wa ye no yen fa na diplomatic passport in money back because trust me ade we a wa ye no wa hye ni nuanom nkuran ni nuanom Stone Boy hu say oh ye kwa e betumi aye and ade na okoye floppy and ko bia bembebu the same thing obeye hu say de obeye okumase no hero Babanyara Sports Stadium monom no and what time they call I think say because I mean say 20,000 or say 25,000 tickets no more printed and sign because me initially I thought it was 20,000 but and then sack nation for nearby no almost say 25,000 tickets no more a printed say I sold out aside and ko ntwagum but I'm taking the official one now yes so 25,000 it sold out that is a Babanyara Kumasi for catch say Kumasi the odi show ko na so ko 50 cedis for stadium crying piano sanko for ye 100 300 500 to the point say be mu bookie tables trust me Sakode has really done well and say me so adi hu we be na if free stars and to your mind Kumasi homecoming dey obey you know and any ade a apega na dru sabre no and onye omumu gidi e na wakwa wasesa the narrative say London for uncle shows no enya no correct London for che say we show papa ye beba like be intentional about what you are doing ye beba and okoye London for no abba and this is the time how to say we the typical Ghanaians pan say omoko and what you go to arena Sakode and friends now okoye no it is not just Sakode and Kwana eko Sakode and friend dey Shatawale different dey medical different dey Stone Boy obi go ni Stone Boy onyum I'm sure say so cast and friends and go for no more onyum ni na no dey omoko the young champs they say Kweku Smoke Kweku Flaker on no koye any adidi ni onu mu nyina onyum ti so cast Sakode and friends in London Rapperholic 2027 and go for bebe bia ti say oh yeah Caribbean oh you obi kwa na say Madam me fili Shatawale a o kwa unim de say de o kwa kunya and man be yet say oh Ghana for nko this time the Nigerians for be praise o mo kwa bi o2 na mo ka no and e ba be hwemo enti be Ghana for nko na e ko fili sa o2 arena onom and this time na make say when we talk of partnership now Sakode nko ano emumwa ye wie watwa hoka wie but now no and friends no ne nkrofo no ntumi fa ne botomu esika nkwa yete so de ye adwuma we Ghana de ndem say event factory and ye plan ye ne we ma no ehon so ye hwana so all these things will be factor e bi obepese say event factory for na enko ye set up say de okode ne artist for we ni instrumentalist ekoye ana bibi say impoko de nkofo be ye ho obetwia ska enti na me susu say on adamfo yes despite in fact despite automobile shop no And from there, despite automobile shop in collaboration with Success Music present the Rapperholic 2020 because Ghana ye kasa government in the sunimwa obi wiech ska e bebu amasa akode sesa akode age no sa akode brand we like if be enu out of controversy but that thing bet me abema sa at 70 ye kasa at 70 ga aban fa no ho bagima e be wiech no na drag the name sa akode e ma ni nya di papa won say aban akoye project bi we see dan 5 classroom block ni ebewie wo diska kukuru bi amai but na agency bi akwa akosi agency ni diska na ba na lesser etu bisa ho say then na government the end na boye de that is the reason why I don't want government say bi o de hu betwitwimu to say but if there should be a private man on the onim say wo ye de agini bi wo ye de and at despite one so the ababa ye tourist area it is all the ye na nkofo bi hu Ghana for ne hu it's high time to the bakwa bonten sa akode brand ni betumi aton amana bro so it is akode dia wakwa akoye no the 2026 there why na 2027 iconic that is 70 kofo ne airtime ye di Ghana at 50 omo che cap cap bi na 50 down sakode so ye Ghana at 70 bia yeah one way or the other how I bia aban ne betumi support say wa Ghana for na obe say ene ye kobobo aye de nkrofo gu basim ko bia no betumi aka so because of that nti e be ma visa GIS for amaye nanka yeah enkof abromo Moscow betumi atwitwa ticket akọ support because no onu say bia e be free because of shatawale ko a or the nebeko but omo omaka omo sika omo betumi pese omo beko no they can equally do pay and then go for it because this is the time I say ye shene ni monyam ade we long overdue na so obi na eye and asa akode decide they say no sa akode and friends in his iconic name Rapperholic ye ko fili O2 arena yatna no ye bisa ye ho sa say da ben na Ghana e ko fili O2 arena when as risky the money Davido ne Burna Boy starting no a businessman business moves e wo Nigeria and omu decide say nkofo we miensa ye de omo ye ansa no mu benya mu gidie say afa de we go solo it is sakode to me fele O2 arena anywhere a time will come sakode will go and fill Wembley
sure
sakode will go out and fill Wembley and that did not sakode akoya wa men Stoneboy beko I think August na Nibin festival no Shatawale birthday near October abroad ben
17th October.
So no so be ko se ono be kwa kwa shatter fest no ni obi e kasa wa asempa no yes or say ono be kwa kwa shatter fest so eno so October so look at enkofo we ade asa ko dey the top artists the A-list artists we have in our space now no obi afest or call London ekoye show it is asa ko dey ade o ye enye enmunyama amba ene e develop by ank enkofo nyina be mabu so this is one thing I say ye to me e hye ye hu crime I say the entertainment space is very lucrative. See, if we keep positive about it like this, businessman be or one chain be a person or didn't seek a bed. It is not the biani because I sako de in my number. Sako do bet me a feel old to Naman so Obia and friends. The next time we move call Wembley na fe the Ghana music yeah the bia can once and ye can once and no or no enko a chichi. And sako de kroya ne ma 2019 okoka say BET award dia waji ne o ma year of return ebe ya akono ono 30 seconds bi onya e okacha mo say when you are coming home come to Ghana because year of return ono and yes I do this same person as am ani who say oh now no you can come and then do shows in London they will patronize you only if you do it right and you do it well and Stoneboy ayenim say Stoneboy or yeni show oyeni beam oyeni kama it is also okoko yeshua obetumi aye Chatawale ayenim ni Chatawale ye sure oyeni kama apabne so ono so ko ono so betumi akwakoye sa support ni sa energy na e ama sa akode no yen transfer to every Ghanaian now no ye say emoji so koye show and so London yes into ono so onesa akode wonjom wherever you are I'll be there to yen hu se asakode ayesa de we yawie Ghana ni biara woko provided so oye ibimo oye shatafo oye samini hybrid oye wanu support it and Emma Samini as be okay with interview bia one Bella it was out of emotions nti I say na ye ne yase offer akode awonya no because no feel say one na ye love rocks nti nsan ka ne juma nko obe nke senka Sakode to me bas nti na say o che Sakode say ubehia nipa na de afele baby na ya ode but ne ampa so hia nipa go e den say show you ne last minute quick flake me efia ne kobo do so na headliner on I am show yes so so I think so befia on fie phone be din komo on stone boy any issue we gon price obo be ba settle na just the strength of a woman no mako perform ya boom on Samini so love rocks yes we are selling Ghana it's Ghana first so let's do well and then Sakode asema waka say 2027 Ghana is 70 no he said businessmen private when Mr. Kofi Aban mo so Kofi Aban can stone boy ne Shatawale mushia we so sanko tika for how they can do it and then yes magdan yaji ne yan ke bian ko no so kranko betumi aye so like media I prefer business entity to go in and say I'm going to be your sponsor. Tell me whatever thing and we here never me being eto so many headline because there has been a time a corporate Ghana and funding most of the events and but se Sakode etumi atiki Rapperholic they are iconic and in Nigeria for that it wasn't just Ghanaians na all over the world people from that baby Nigerians say Nigeria for munye neighbor to say free her now ko utwa krom bebre but omo na dey o makom ofa eya bini okwa eya this okofa Togo ofa Togo abefa bini na nsa no akoshi Nigeria ofa but omo ben direct sir and so they be a neighboring emianoma ama omo ababewe so it's a very good statement from Sakode and Sakode is who he think he is but now no there to be to say Floating Stone on Shasi and Fred Sakode na next year there no ombe ye adwumani bi because wakot na London we rap bia Sakode betumi I say use 15 minutes for rappers hardcore rappers no koda to be yes I say eti owen obeba Ghana na daben PRO floating as am be say
why dey
so obeba Ghana daben
flow dey say obeba PRO daben
Ohia visa. Also a PR dabe. Only floating the way back on opening. Oh yeah,
I mean, it would be nice for Floating to pull through for Sakode.
Yeah, and I make can say maybe me per se me hunu because I will be a compare no to say we need Sakode so on create a space like 15 minutes rap. 15 minutes for hardcore rap for sanko fire compare on or more say Floating was saying maybe and Quebec say but now Floating to London it will be SHOWBIZ now friend na me the Sakode humble plebeian make say paneto so no be hardcore rap it was on tapping today so when Sakode performed at the O2 Arena I was part of so exactly
but so stop making it sound like I feel that it should be the other way around. Say it would be amazing for Sakode to extend a call to his senior brother to feature on the. Say they are looking. They make us say men so. Why don't you say it would be appropriate for Kinsa to extend to
a little good rude is saying. What is rude in this?
I didn't say rude, but I think some way.
Where is
I feel. I'm not trying to
yes, that is your feeling. And you can tell me how you feel. You can tell me how you feel. Yes, because maybe they may say stone Floating baby away or London. Yes. And see who tone such and say, oh yo, next time Sakode and to me create that 15 or 20 minutes say, and yeah for hardcore. Because don't Floating oh yes, uncle phone. It's all my say flow or rapping make it hardcore.
It's okay. First Sakode non paracho so funny.
No, but man can say a chopper. Man you do say on Copanacho. Mr. On Floating no on first sack. So I'm not London.
Because now conversation.
Yes,
I don't. Okay, well, I respect that.
Oh, baby, to me, I didn't that. obi ye event ko obi wonom crowd to because oport me who say we event we o me pese me be ye bi ma obi na wo friend say on be yi o start wo program ya na o Nas Village obi na o ye show na friend say obi oba to be a na friend no there are people
but my seniors
but there are people
I'll call them and give them the respect
seniors and necessary seniors na yet to say bi anipa on obi cross sakọ de okra nim say me ne ya Ghana for compare me ni mienu san te bi kwa me ko friend ko betu ya ka chem say ompa but this way you say abeye fine oh you king obeba O2 Arena hanom to 6 March 2027 enti no me pese me catch say bibi wo no ma unu me available metumi ayama e dey na say sir afi no mbe che say na be what if say ono krampo no amfa nkan we but ya dey am twe na agents so say oh yo or ye hardcore rapper or ye rapper bi so ya dey na compare with san say ni say e ye fair now na ye Ghana na ye sell e bi ani o some of say dey bia na o mo twe Ghana industry music industry
because of utterances like what you are making utterances like the reason why
utterances obi show na why e na me che say no flow benya enka this time o tap in now tap the glory ni say obi arena ne waye bi enti O2 Arena ne sa kwade ye na flocking ni wakra
hundreds of artists who are in
and I make a show o ye show no na flocking ni wakra o to me nye show no show no so be fele no o to me fele but I'm just saying this because there was a time we compared men of Ikra time says so mukra remix fire bone them and I'm saying fantastic and then they do that over there and you are saying yes and you are making it seem as a me bu papa na ni
of course you are that's how I feel though that's how I feel
now and it's telling woman say really and you obina ono no ye
because in the concluding statement when she was making say the bear also I know Sarkodie is someone very diplomatic. I know if he goes to Sarkodie called Landina, of course he knows that it will be so nice and appropriate to extend invitation to a senior brother. Maybe as I arrive by no one, I have but to make sure issues like that.
Yeah, you have a point. They also can. She's right. Sometimes no one you feel like aligning with the person. It doesn't mean say what's stupid low. There be depends on how you do the approach.
I'm say Obi Baby movie. Ebia say okay good. Ebia Obi Baby program. Ebia Obia sabi we senior on the game. Ade bia uye. I mean you're one of the people. I mean Nipana can say we inspire and any ade Wababi na oye program. We godmother and I say we sister Penny. Na Nipana expecting say amodu free. Nah, because the person is the hottest and baking person ever industry nimti. I was say oh na who say friend because bet me you star platform that they are building CV say oh baby. Yes, we want
to be as so be or channel how you are put that's not how she said it too.
That's
also what they want to
do the playback.
Do the playback. Yes, what is this respect? Master, respect. I'm saying because the O2 Arena, we are saying say you say you make you say it is say be flocking to be to say am pasa ko de be show no Rapperholic. Na do mo mbeba so no muntu say sa ko de show ni na ma ye call Rapperholic coffee. E ma ye ko O2 Arena ma ye ko fele yana. So what is wrong in this? This is my statement. Say the very Obama na kase. Sakodi O2 Arena no. I was there. And is it because Sakodi is the headliner? Sakodi is the person that is initiating it into America no. Am I feeling bad and I say ma if not so, this is nothing for you to say tell me say I'm disrespecting Floking. Because I'm saying it's oh London. Medical children tia ebio no Sakodi few cry say make okay obey na dey so pa and I say obey you 15 minutes say for hardcore me can refuse on any word jump into Mr. Boni kai kwa na me say oh yeah say be ya owie po a And then because that was my last statement, and I'm a day say, because oh yeah, fairly O2 Arena. Sa year way 2027. Sa ko dey call Rapperholic in UK. O2 Arena. And I'm a call you so me so my. What is wrong? Eye day sa ko dey Rapperholic no obi obeko O2 Arena who be a be feel show ni be success here. That person will tap in the name Rapperholic will so be attached to that individual. So why am I disrespecting Brad Penny? You know, am I yet to say that young one or you are being blinded by the love?
I disagree with you on something.
That is fine. I don't mean any problem with self disagreement. But I remember Kanjam say, I'm making you feel and then it is disrespect that you go back. I'm still saying my words. And to me, what mistakes. Thank you. Me must have my kind. Okay, want to me and Kai artist. And they say, "Ebi asa akodi through extension." Want to me, I will respect Uji now. Okay, no, nipa na obunu no. Want to me and Kai say, want to me and Kai say, by extension, sa akodi enyesa. Me na matna say na my who say, oh, Oko London, stone floating wo honum. Enti nkebe ye first say, oh, flow. Sak me nua akoto. Enti edi na esi hu Kai say ne. Obi a waba new age bi aba no say when ya akonya ekọ president Mahama ho wan kai wo but otu so what they no aka chen say yo Miriam Matiso mo ko president Mahama ho no me oh ne akwan ko be ne fe e dey na say adentin na dey be che say this akran e bi so kwan ni refi truly bi ana ni refi ampampa me say atopa omoba aha say sa akọ dey be summit no atopa ka say onfa comedians enka na ejuma no because ejuma obey no comedians for be twetwa skate dey promotion amano sa for dey kan point blank o tini refi e wo mu say enso ye hu ye no the papa like Dr. Like akoye 25th dey no telling you say sa asem na o kan no wasu e no side dey ebo no waka ho. You know, sometimes it's not be any kind agenda ho by a china against so we be krana nanka floating be but oh ye amane sa ampa me koya for send portfolio king what disrespecting me was nka dey nke fine my fancy na portfolio e be jejefo
a temperature a touch of stone boy
a touch of stone boy no question me say he said from Atadi or say broker was a me Atadi na me fe.
Okay.
And I'm told say o remu no oni ni kromu fo.
Tofem why?
Tofem. Me bonnet tofem. O remu no ni kromu fo na remu nti no signify some of you know. And Stoneboy one person said a podcast say o mawu ekope you know. Na yesusu ano na nkofo bebre ni say Ogbejeke enkran kasa because amaziba de boy nyum ogbejeke onyashon agona internet enkofo bebre to ogbejeke say we've come from far abora chese say
na say enkran kasa
asa ani me kasa ya nwona ni ogbejeke enkran okay o use say nyum no de internet ansa no ko enti Stoneboy ankasa de no kwase me say baby a ofri ba ya yetete no say samini high grader make I say ebra ye bellon chain wa ha ye yi ne chair wo Kumasi na MTN Ashanti Fest the maiden edition in 2011
who person ni attempt to matter there
oh so they chow baby ofri yeah right
madam history
yeah quite
they chow baby ofri the maiden edition MTN Ashanti Fest on 2010-2011 and on Bayer wa say Ashanti Fest na nye na eba o o maye etwem that time Stoneboy Saminity as a Castro ti as and Akofibi no mo de o mo bae I think AK for so make am enti Samini Bayer no chair say o check Kumasi for say Kumasi for mu gini patuma na nipa na Bayer star enti nipa na o de be che ni nso no so but that time say bi na papa no kan na wo na na enti o bae na nso Kumasi for say bi efu away but Samini sa be patch also ye mani enye bibi kra sana ye ene honom ne yi ne kire ye mu bi ne hu no ene ye fe ne hu say on wa high grade family no ye ya and then to the time also o tell no and no live banner Stoneboy be ya mawa you can question him say because Stoneboy enyini wo ne craftsmanship mu e de aba ne ade bi o we na de o ye no on fanity say oh this is me ye bisa because it may be obikra oboase sorry some about branding do brand be be program mo I say na nipa ko eni so enye ono an event or so show
okay
but obi na aye no okobo because there was another show bi an ekoso okoye no onfa ho ni nipa amugu ono se muso se mudoso still or deliver so it tells you an artist like him on chain ka say nipa ne doso nipa ni so it is wakoni krom na ni krom fo agina tum e say o nipa na amaba no moye media me so me media na nipa we akwa it shows how the microphone give you reverence to him and it wouldn't be so far from right say abrodi e ka say why are they because number we so ka say number we nya can any and can any ke be ko yi number bi a ne boss aye bi pen but the number is 10 and numbers don't lie. So if they are saying it's 30,000, to me, I was saying they be Andrew there, but Omo Chechi mu dey ntia almost say 30,000, and we say kudos to him because it was a paid event and a crow time any festive season say your birthday now because and this is what I want to be seeing every day. Me and Fakye events in Konkugu, festive season to say December it shouldn't always also be in Accra and I know breakum for ye be the patoranking koye festive season ye twem ya na many I just say a brand like patoranking wabagana umso watsna Ghana pen there but all ye event we twemu and cry twemu kuma say semi ko breakum na ye me fenti bibi say sisi a eya na de ni kwa say Ghana eye baby ba kope at least they get to say the other Emirates and states over UAE e because manifest ko ye ni show Sharjah na nko so called Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Ajman, Fujairah, Ras Al Khaimah, Amu Queen. These are Emirates. Na nko ye just baby ba kope. I think kudos to Stone Boy Wayade. Yeah. Okay.
Mr. Bones, what tablet are so sad? Mr. Bones, Mr. Bones,
I mean, me started with Sarkodie. Now, Michael Osuado, he's one of the greatest to have held the microphone from our part of the world. Now, Oshe, my history with him actually started somewhere in 2008.
Okay.
That was way back in Sunyani. Now, that time, Angel was actually not a student of Cardiff University. Angel or any manager now.
Okay.
Now, Angel was the very person for James or Sarkodie.
Wow.
And he's saying, now, Angel is a student of Cardiff University, but occur radio interviews or rapper Sarkodie lines and or rapper to say Sarkodie, you should the name Sarkodie. To the people of Sunyani, Obi Otiemi be at that time, Sky and another Pomzi.
Okay.
Now he's the manager of AKFM in Sunyani. Now Omo that rap show now neighbors ya be money rappers Koko Muna no Mokoso. But Angel would come. Obebo these are the Sarkodie. Na Sarkodie ma Sunyani da.
Okay.
But always you hear the name Sarkodie on radio. When him say Sarkodie be honomo. Enti Sunyani de most people believe say Sarkodie goes to Wakali University.
Okay.
But it was Angel who was actually doing that thing. See the name Sarkodie de Sunyani de Shasie GD because the rap star and then later Angel officially roped Sarkodie into the conversation by no inviting him.
Okay.
A back campus now abaye near Makakra. So most of the departments was Sunyani STU at that time. Marketing for the neighbor event, me kai that time or buy na or share long sleeve nisa vest be boys in the picture and the crowd boys in the 3D kakra. Angel frame me free get fun me buy the did in Como. Now the brand started evolving in 2008 when na freestyles near there I didn't baby near that. So shows the Sunyani Sarkodie din can bow hono mo kra now the other parts of Ghana no more share that and find somebody to show. Now, so we share a brand. Or they match it about 2009. 2009, we are in 2026. my encounter with him was in 2008. So it means that in the next 2 years, Fakye will be 20 years in the space as a musical artist. That is close to 2 decades. And ever since Obaye into the limelight, he has remained consistently consistent. Minim se bisa rapper bia on actively in the space now. Anyone active in the space now. Say yambo greatest rappers of all time in Ghana, in Africa, almost akudi dinkan. Bisa rapper bia onim ni bia. Ebinom de they own the title of African rapper through their songs, but they never lived it.
Okay.
But Fakye is a living testimony to somebody who can actually carry the brand, the greatest rapper to emerge from the continent of Africa. I'm talking not about, say, let's forget about the Nema Michael. Abasiusu. Wabobra. Look. We share the brand. Any over the years, how he's able to reinvent himself. Look, Obabeto Obrafomo in their prime. He was fortunate to get collaborations with Obrafo and the likes. Rapper. Oma rapper BTS so yen nsamanse yen efen Fakye.
Omo
Obrafo yen nsamanse Obrafo tam rap this one.
Okay.
Osi afa de mix like me kotina fia when it das was say rapper biaba. Ti Obrafo yen nsamanse de ma Fakye. How do we, I mean, a rapper who was inspired by the Lord Kenyas and on can semi nyomu frimuda or call comfort kwade can't yame. He learned the trade the hard way and made sure he becomes the best in the space. And from 2009, Fakye the album Saba Mache was in 2009. Rapperholic was in 2012. 2009, we need new artist of the year. We need artist of the year.
Okay.
Now 2012, Oba back with Rapperholic. You know, some we need artist of the year. Now 2013, 2014, or the psychology in the buy. 2015, or the Mary album, one of the most successful albums, and an album you can't have enough of it with Akwaboah. Beautiful masterpiece. And Mary was just 10 years last year.
10 years last year.
And it's going to be 11 this year. Now, 2018, highest.
Oh no, the glory shame.
2019, he released a double project, Alpha EP, then the Black Love. And it was Black Love that gave the first artist to introduce virtual concert with a Black Love concert. And it's in the history books. He started virtual concert. Even long before COVID. The man confirms a virtual concert. So he did it. Now, in 2021, No Pressure, he dropped that album. 2022, Jams. 2023, he never released an album, but he released 6 singles, 6 music videos. 2024, the championship mixtape, where he gave opportunity to the following, the fans to own rights in that project. Now, we are in 2025, solid year for the brand Fakye because he did Accra Rapperholic, he did Kumasi. Now, Ushe Kumasi terrain now, Fakye a lot of success. Per metrics, measure event. Look at the team that he drove from the capital to Kumasi for the Rapperholic, the homecoming. And look at the success that came thereafter. After that, or dropping freestyle, Asante Your Mind. Now, the brand sa kodi ayeka ho asem no. Enye brand na bedua tutu na se. And time bia make sa kodi asem a eya na I am speaking from the point of somebody who is determined. Somebody who is pivoting from the point of I can do it regardless. Somebody who is ready to put others on. There is something that we call partnership and collaboration. He understands those things. Okay. He knows when to say that, oh, I want to collaborate with this thing. Now, Ushe Sarkodie is the most awarded rapper in Africa. Most awarded rapper. Rapper Bia Onimibia from the continent. Funny facts, bro. He's the greatest to have hold the microphone from the continent as a rapper. And even aside that, if you want to write the history of Afrobeats, you can't take him out. Because that time, DJ Brantiemu, somewhere 2008, when I know most selling out venues in London, now DJ Brantia starting a radio show at that time, Afrobeats chat show on BBC. And now Sarkodie, now me say Sarkodie, yes Sarkodie. And now few so digimo go UK near the other. These Nigerians who came top at a point in time, rubbing shoulders with Sarkodie mono. Now, Sankrofona, Umbeto Sarkodie no yes Sarkodie no. Some of them have left the space or that's yes Sarkodie. A bit more power back. As I'm about to know a Sarkodie, a bit more sound so he's still there. Tells you that I mean such a brand. And when it comes to brands, it could be a product or a service. Now, offer brander a product plus other differentiation dimensions. It could be psychological or physiological. And offer the Sarkodie brand in the so we'll breaking it down. Or yeah, an artist who subjects himself to the teachings of the industry and the business of it. Obeka say, why is he the most talked about, the most sought after artist? And all these years, Oshane album bia the kind of work that goes into it. He has huge listenership from Nigeria, from Tanzania, from every other part of the continent, and in UK, in US, in the Caribbeans, because he knows how to strategically position himself as an artist. He's a creative. Now, what's your Sarkodie over the years, sir? Or the first Ghanaian artist to win BET award. Okay. The first Ghanaian musician to hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube. The first Ghanaian artist to launch virtual concerts. The first Ghanaian rapper to win BET Hip Hop award for the best international flow in 2019. BET Best International Act in 2012. Ghana Music Awards was a bosso. Obano Artist of the Year 2010, 2012. Sarkodie won multiple awards. He has won about 130 awards out of 180 to 206 nominations. It tells that he keeps working regardless. He never relents on his horse. Aside his wins, all win, Sarkodie slacking, and there has never been a time or a year Sarkodie air fly. How does he do that? He must be studied. He must be studied. Okay? We can talk about artists doing so well, but an artist at a point in time, he is top there. But we'll think about is there a possibility to be a generational gap will be aba? Maybe a generation am appealing to now, maybe even artists of the decade, no. My consistent for the past 10 years, no. May transition from this first 10 years, I call the second 10 years, no. There is a possibility, sir. Akodabia no feeling me man over 10 years and over 20 years. Akodabia no feeling me and over 5 years and then over 15 years. Nipa no feeling me and over 20, no over 30 years. Unim So what now see here this analysis, you understand that the possibility say ne obi awie university and all yada na ne rate ye feel very high if you say na this one also. That time na be a 2 school fees man ye to mani di nti yada wa but after 10 years so no 20 years or 30 years responsibilities aba ti na dwendwen adoso. So what do I need to do? Now I have those people listening to me. Let me go back to the SHS, the second cycle institutions, and introduce the brand Sarkodie to them. They may have heard, they may be enjoying my song, but let me have that personal relationship that will leave lasting memories in their minds forever. And he did it. A lot of people are talking about it. No say, in a Sarkodie so called SHS store. He understood Adiana Oye as a creative.
Okay.
Now, Sarkodie ball Ghana, a lot of us were putting a lot of pressure on Sarkodie. Say, and ye here near Quabontin or Quabontin or Sabi. And yet, Dantana Dianta. Dantani is Cabano. Though I have numbers, I have collaborations. Yamubo shows in Hona, but and yet easy to just step out there and go and do shows. So, Sarkodie had a team that believed in the brand and they were ready to do the thing with him. Now, shout out to Akwaba UK Dennis. Shout out to Adisope and the rest of the team for that wonderful job. A year, the Royal Albert Hall in London. From the Ghanaian contest, Rapperholic, the Sarkodie be Kumasi. The intro na no person ye na insio na mana nye ni nyina or left the UK. Or share the different tribes in Ghana. And it was part of the act because they wanted to give people something different.
Okay, so I was not doing the
and that is the experience. Now, Ruti can say, who be here say, other artists need to rub in. There is a part in every artist EPK that we call shared stage. You do maybe one or more, show be one or more. And shall be mem. But up from Tinipa now, would me a mem. And yen tia boda. So sometimes you call it. And I'll be calling for something of that sort. You see, in marketing, we believe strongly in one thing. There is a brand, there is brand equity, and there is brand image. There are so many things when it comes to brands. But brand be one or more, baby, I do know. You may have been there before them. But almost and they are not relenting on their oars. And yes, they are still doing it. And if they are putting something together, now who say, sa pedestal, at least you want to be part of the history. It's not wrong to make the first approach. In our part, I say, be quiet to say, me portfolio, but we are friend. Miss me have friend for help. And you're bad. The fact is, me starting here before portfolio, so my friend for help.
Your friend won't help.
So there.
Week here, me friend, we are me bisa artist manager. No, me never tell you. Portfolio being built from and I'm more.
She's a phone number. What time do you guys have for now? Actually, while what time would you guys have for now? So please, I am just saying that Sarkodie over the years has ticked all the boxes. I would even rate artists. A band on a catalog, very rich. Collaborations, rich. His consistency over the years, solid. There is nothing you can take away from the brand Sarkodie. Yes. And Usha artists are Sarkodie are jumping on their records. Almost are jumping on Sarkodie's record. And the Zenka. Sa ko de senko de oye senior na eya asema nko ne black onwum nko ma nya da o. Ko nya da. But sa ko de invited black though you may be boss in the space, but somebody is the new sensation. And there's nothing wrong to collaborate because we collaborate for a reason. And not just to show egos, because there is a market that would need grounds for her. But strategically, who collaborate with somebody to tap into the audience and answer the market. Now, wow. So there's nothing wrong if an artist feels that I want to be part of the O2 a statement making in 2027 to call on Sarkodie, whether you've been in for long or you are new in there. Now, wrapping up, Meka say the gateway to music is not locked, but it opens for those who knock with a serious work ethic and business mindset, and that is what defines Sarkodie. He is knocking on the right doors with the right business mindset, because you can't do it all. For what goes in a tone chain. Now, last year, MOG announced OVO, Wembley, which is 12,500 capacity as a gospel artist from Ghana. He wants to do it, and he's doing it in August. Now, Stoneboy, who's also announcement about also OVO, Wembley, 12,500. He will do it. Shatawale is doing Shatterfest with Akaba UK. And Akaba UK is part of the plugs to Sarkodie concert. And so they know the terrain. We can't move in isolation if we want to win together as a nation. So it is time we come together, join the right forces. Ubedu UK stops you walk Accra. It stops the way we do between few ODG and walk Accra or no Caribbean market or what. So that is the way to go. Now R2Bs along the line, Q-Beat, Can Promise, we have the strip yenim say among 40 Ghana for UK. But now our sound is traveling. Sound be from Kofobi. Sound be a one way. There's no versatility in their sound. But Ghana, our time is now. Now we are see tie yeneno. Yen fa kwan bia ye best ye bet your position your well. Now your home kofno say na no die ni bi. Now we can make more for our creatives because yesu we are say we are betie yache. And make can be a one. Now people should understand that the music export isn't about just leaving Ghana, but it's about bringing the world's attention to Ghana through data, professional packaging, and international partnerships. This is where we've got into. If we want to explore the world at larger, that is what Sarkodie has started doing. Partnering with the right people who know how to do it, who understand the terrain of the event. To Sarkodie and the team, Black Nana, Angel Town, everybody, they've done well. Highest MC. Yeah. Now, also different vibe. Abasa Sarkodie performance. Also, a high pitch for sure anymore. And I think we are enabling the ecosystem now. The say musicians are Sarkodie doing free boys, Kumasi boys, okay, money agade, ebo instruments. It means that say one big export of a show like this, Ghana, and yet Sarkodie going to benefit, but the ecosystem, no, from MCs to fashion industry, no.
How for the Baba Koi?
Yes, to musicians. Backroom staff, BVs near the Adeno. And some say upon
but ODUMA, I'm gonna pension ever.
It is like I say Biana man costume boy in Obeka. Biana man can.
Ade Obeka.
Messi Bia says time no Sunday. I mean, can they make an in maybe an man can say I by force I was a bit.
And by force.
Mamma can make cancer for them. I mean,
by force because I discuss about them. And
now, all my discussing Bia. Miss Auntie. Man, Yamia,
O2 Ayokoyo, ODUMA discussion, O2 Arena, O2 Arena, O2, ODUMA.
Okay, so now the world market doesn't really just want our talent. I mean, they want our identity. That is why it's very important. Say artists be intentional of say you be place Ghana identity no in the entire money sane manema na e wiase so be hunu saade no. You say no so a different thing. Enti me na me ka say aban me sponsor sakode. But aban bet me tap in. Because Ghana to be Chesika e dey koye advert. The year of return Ghana should that try millions. E dey ko advert for CNN. Ni ade said e be ya wiase betie. Now sakode so ko gina BET 30 seconds or can send be enkrofo buy. It means that he is an influence. Now, say you have about 20,000 capacity of people in the diaspora, and intentionally, can we play something about Ghana? Just the culture of Ghana, Ghana music, the fashion, the food, and everything. We can have that part, you know. Na yem fan program as sponsorship. You can buy ad they are changing for men. Can say sponsor no.
That's good.
You find an advert placement. Let's place an ad. GTA, the ministry,
So
the intentional
Black Star experience for a year in charge.
and let's intentionally partner. Yem per segment will be at 3 minutes. Be yem found both video be a year paid for our concert. And as men cause a bank sponsor, but about me to be able to place adverts in that audience, and that is the way to go. So let's understand that if they want our identity packaged with precision, then we must move beyond seeing music as a hobby and start treating it as a high-value export commodity. And this is what Sakode represents. And O2 Arena in 2027, Ghana's 70th birthday, the VIP is already sold out. And I'm saying this, I said it yesterday, that in the next 60 days, I am trusting and believing, say, the event tickets
So, Mr. Boli, if I should
sold
ask
out.
this, does it mean, sir, you here buying support him since they are doing it individually?
Oh, you see, I buy bet me abem, but hano yentias about government support to the creative has always been politicized. And na hano yenti politics as all of us are politicians, but sometimes partisan politics and where me support your man to the my ye yimpa na me gina nachi. But it can be a politician, maybe a politician, will you be? Yes, or no pa.
Me MPP ni tata so I'm going him doctor or
Ashanti first.
Right, me my school year me buy and I'm a starting me boy. Yeah, like
And you MPP ni na the original minister ya was Ashanti man and you
massa akode.
It's not good, my papa no see.
And you we MPP ni na was Ashanti man temwa. The original minister ye. And you see when you wealth emulating. So men fan tabo space in share. Nanki can't send me for original minister who now you said the because we're one modern or buy for a very long time we haven't had any share when it comes to the creatives in this side. But why yet seminar for music, for media. Aside that, U17 were bully from last year. Oguso bo and Nema Hodwa all year. The office duties is Oguso year or call Public Accounts Committee. Look at the wonderful display of knowledge and in-depth in the office of the year, Jumano. It means that he is well positioned. Bibian Nanchen, Ocha Onkodua, no in America. Regional Minister Bono, so must I be blinded because ABM belonging to party A, party B? Namikokasa Ditiana, there be. That's what I'm saying, that we are politicians. Who be sure now we are answer back. Politics now we know. And we are politicians, but to become a partisan politics, that is when you cloudy or mentality of reasoning with callous. And Ghana idea ba now bogu ba party idea ba no wasum. And the young can answer me. And media baby am free bano. And can make us say I buy ni bit me akọ. Sakode because we a global market agenda. And if Sakode succeeds with the O2 Arena, a sending signal to the world to say Ghana, you didn't say Ghana is the gateway to Africa. Yes. But creative economy no, ya dear soon could be a no say also of course. Now almost a bad line it because what Stonebwoy did in Accra for the Beam Fest.
Yeah.
Now the torture experience in Volta region. What Shatawale did in Accra with Shatterfest. What Sakwa did in Accra, in Kumasi, and now in London. Look at how the gospel musicians, Daniel Hamilton, what they are doing. Now, Joe Metal did in Accra, Elwak, sold out. So it is telling you that the global attention is now to the creative sector of Ghana, of which the creative economy, transcending beyond just music. Movie for air tag along, comedy for air cop. MCs say their space is becoming lucrative. Yes. And then pot Okobo show and another show. Highest MC Bo show in London. You what the Bray, Sean Mo Obie Bobby. Now the new media also give you energy and Busumuru Mo.
Yeah.
And here that demo here Juma. So the creator economy, which has an estimation of 1.2 trillion by UN projections for new economy development. You see, the creator economy they had the dachi.
Okay.
Ti abai won hu say ya. Shase fa hu twitwi boys no. Per budget bi sheda to din wo sikam e bia $10 million. Na nye 13 ye dey go work up. Ana e ba ye abo ya hu bi. What is the budget to these creatives almost represented Ghana on the global market? You because say someone a black star players in Omudu born as long as they are projecting Ghana positively, what returns to us, it may be indirectly or directly, we can still tie in and make sure that they succeed. Because whatever the outcome of O2 a picture you try to Ghana.
Okay.
And you are buying them and I'm say, and I'm maybe discovery, but come and place adverts in there. $1 million. Now they bear 3 minutes. You are born bear 3 times within the performance. It's good one. And we are intentional about it. It's the intentionality that actually tells how far we can go. Okay. For policies in 20. Near who's away. World Cup in Yako Bono. Na nipa 20,000. Any one mention online cram by. If you say the Royal Albert Hall. 6,000 ne go inside ne musu jina online and ne yenya hu kran ko betumi atwam said ye kan. So if we are to have about 25,000 people, it tells us that the eyeballs alone is enough to communicate something positive about our economy, which is the creative economy, to the world. Okay. And we must be intentional in pumping funds. Okay. And yes, na dia do yesu ya o si be so nye de ko ba bi no ya jama na hwe ofi say ya the politics eba ba wura mu ne dia say no o kanana to aso a obetumi aka ma wa ya de
airport the torture experience no you said or you know regional right
yes
is there a possibility to say
okay that's a stone more than the way you make free more
you should know sabi amanda waiting adama
Yes. So it's something I'll try to say. Obama regions need experience. So I think in no time, Obama announce the next region. I'm already on the back of London. See the kind, but it's all one. Some of us here lobby say Baba Kumasi. Until you go so so lobby penny phone. So I don't know the management no. Me ni mo bia owo but me enso ye lobbying ko for ni momo say the be or no so be consider Kumasi but yes it's a regional experience our person obo so no dey call
yes obo
Mr. Bones thank you for your injury pacho
some boy
yeah
the total experience. I mean when I saw the setup na mani aje we say we share artists a movie from comfort zone. Say be Accra, any part of Ghana, event. I say, na Hokikano, our form. And we share near more person on the corner as well. I say, I want to show Hokakra. It will be a breaking that narrative to us was Rapperholic in Kumasi here. Because we share the setup now with the buyer now. We tell say they wanted to do something different. Okay. And now Stoneboy going to Volta region. So, also actually and say, though he may not be the first person to have staged a major event in Volta region, because Magdan, you know, events via a ball, at them so a ball, at them fest, but for Stoneboy this time now, no one who say my ye be won't cry, and me share standard now, and brand now may build it for myself, and the image, means me to turn us. So the investment in this one is exceptional for the brand Stonebwoy. Now, unim, adiba ko me pe o Livingston East Tekla ho ne say. Oye obia,
oye chena oye pe.
Yes, Anto.
Ampansu.
Oye obia.
Set Tekla no we ekpe.
Okay, yeah, take.
Oye obia. Oye go getter.
Okay.
Sometimes you may not see him so much but he will go beyond your expectations. For his performance, he learns from the best. And that's Samini. Omufi high grade, you could see the mark of great performances from them. Kofi Kinata, Stonebwoy. We have one guy beyond the film, or a rapper be. I know a extra large music on this rapper
Get KB.
Get to KB.
Okay, so free make us episode what's in internet.
So I mean all these
people.
Then
they trigger no girl, sugar mountain.
So I mean, share Stonebwoy in growth over the years.
Okay.
From the days of ODUMA Banoa, you can see that and now I already nearby on a Mugis Muna girls, sugar mountain, trigger. So you can see that all Bani Ninano a young creative who was poised for greatness, and he has lived to that billion, and he keeps growing beyond expectations of patrons. And the performance beyond he put up his A game. Now, Ushe Stonebwoy, artistically, Ubeka say in real life, because that's what he did kakra. But when he mounts the stage, and I say, or mounting stage, I said, in the bufu. Stonebwoy bufua enye. But you say, or what that kind of, I say, or was calm, but in the boo ne fu in terms, and or mounting stage, and the bufu no, a dead when the performance, he puts in that thing, and he always delivers. When you want to pick 10 great performers from our part of the world, his name will be mentioned because or starting you can see that now hono the kai say 2015 to go on blog Kumasi on a patu ranking na eno shatter best say ho Saturday you knew in a bar nanke bed na yo ya no jina skateboard so the bar stage Stonebwoy ne patu ranking be ball life shatter perform you na no panasa almost as say not. But that time, now it's a life, and maybe a Onyenya team together. So you could see there, I said there's, but now he has a team together, the Beam Band. Investment is going into his craft, and it is paying off. That is how we want to see our creatives, because if we are talking about the global market agenda, everyone must be intentional.
Okay.
And Stonebwoy is one of the artists that we need to applaud for all that he's doing. He's super amazing. There's one or two things being
Thank you.
But he's super.
Thank you. Abro. Usi kuma wudia na kochi.
Nami ODUMA. Achina Sunday. Na kuma umai umzo mudi afashali Papa Nentwi. Hey. Papa Nentwi festival. Na sister me de me opportunity akukuru monde. And have to rush down to Fakye TV, so I have to come. Uko share ahoho any nimpa bakumewu. Now we share. I mean, Ashanti festival. I got a mamma. Out to say, and I'm koso. And it's all about. It's not about Shatawale Medical.
Okay.
And a basso, Kumewu, say, Nadichene be, beauty pageant, a fellow Miss Papa Nentwi, and so because Monday. No. So everybody's waiting for Shatawale, and tomorrow we are going there. The best fancy say, Ohina say about Shanti region, and then see was mostly Satawali coming down to Asante region, and intensi. And at the end, then so Bansua or call different angles be because the last time was and Carrier. We say and Carrier is a bit far from a Jusso line, and you know, yeah, was Santa saying the idea I say and say this around from tech going so tomorrow. And then we call a man for us, hey, I will be the national tabanum saying sanity. There'll be ne say, Yaban swap. So tomorrow we're expecting people to be there. I be Kosu, if Anglican Park, or
No.
that was Shatawale by a coffin by. Hey, I know the idea at the end of us. So, sister,
bloggers in this war more man ben cha.
Sister, mommy can't see me before I forget. Meaning a Mraba airport. Oh, Kruma. This is a Fakye TV. The local airport viewer, you pay $100.
Ade.
This is the same maybe also be video, you pay $100.
Okay.
It's a no good when I say bloggers.
It says it's been there.
I'm sure what other. Oh, okay. Now say, and let's thank them because
Which video say?
so we are portfolio free Accra bloggers could share portfolio
like
video
commercial footage, like commercial camera.
so what are
For
they
using the premises or
I mean taking video of the whole place and say
oh okay.
So what are they are now say airport in paid for them once so what consider check because even yesterday
So if your mom would obkita funds, so you charge your man.
no according to Penon Casano say ukra phone e bia uni bia ba na utwa na nyesa but for
professional camera
they with a tripod and $100 and I say because Mr. Satawola have come 3 times and when they share bloggers in channel and then I say airport from penny for consider so now me no bloggers in was like abroad and then I say I said the mum na me your mama no me na from you and I think my first that farm upon everything almost because bloggers are now one run they were more than 50 they were more than 50
they say the ultimate event no expecting me 1,000 now bloggers 1,002 bet me aba now more guests now they say bloggers don't see event
I don't know wow we event on pesca and I bloggers
no don't
so nyame adoma echina match krano I think by 9 day na say on live our kumewo no ma e be show na at the end and this megina Fakye SHOWBIZ megina animpa ma jimi di wan fio tu o wenye megina anim I prefer pa what dey skabi anu me keska bia sister
efa homa
abroso
don't bring yourself akwaji
abroso
she
Aish.
so on video and that's no
Efe.
baby enra me ni gie when we go to Shatawale baby all lodging na omu see that for ha na wono na bu ni contractor be free contractor say mumbesi ko mum say hey no work Bruno just say no work yes Bruno krakatwi so na me anu achina yin na show kumewu na Shatawale America be performing this time me kodia wa onim me chia me ma I just Hannah
Mauli
first one in France. Yairavi Maui